Okay, we're going to look at equivalent fractions 3 right now, and we have strip diagrams and number lines, and we're going to use both of them to compare or come up with equivalent fractions. We're not comparing. We're going to produce equivalent fractions. And you see the first one right there that has a dot right on 1/3 there. So we're going to go ahead on the strip diagram and shade in 1/3. Okay, and the one right below it, to make it the same amount, I'd have to shade in 2 of those blocks. And those blocks are broken down into 6. See, there's the first one is 1 out of 1 shaded, and there's 3 total, so 1/3. And this one is 1, 2 shaded, so my numerator will be a 2. And there's 3, 4, 5, 6 total. So we can say that 1/3 is equivalent to 2/6. And on this one right here, you do 1 jump to 1/3. To make it the same amount on the bottom one, I'd have to jump twice all the way to 2/6. So we can say 1/3 is equal to 2/6 right there. On B, we have 1/2. We have a dot right there on 1/2. So I shade in 1/2 of this. And on the bottom model, I'd have to shade in 2 of them to be the same amount, or to be half of it. So I can say that 1/2, 1 out of 2 total, and 1, 2 out of 3, 4 total. So 1/2 is equal to 2/4. And I take 1 jump here to 1/2. And I'd have to take 2 jumps on my 4ths to be the same amount. So we can say 1/2 is equal to 2/4. Go and scoot. So on C, we have 1/4 right there. So if I shade in that one right there, to make the same amount, I'd have to shade in 2 of these. So 1 out of 2, 3, 4 total, 1/4. Okay, on this one I have to shade in 2 of them out of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2/8. So 1/4 is equal to 2/8. Take 1 jump here to get to 1/4. On this one, I'd have to take 2 jumps to make it the same amount. So 1/4 is equal to 2/8. Next one I've got is 2/3 there. So I shade in 2 of these. And on this one, so I have to shade in 4 of them to be the same amount. So 1, 2, and there's 3 total, that's 2/3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 6. So 4/6. So 2/3 is equal to 4/6. On this one, I take 2 jumps to get to 2/3. On this one, I have to take 4 jumps to be the same amount. So 2/3 is equal to 4/6. Go and look at E over here. We do some of these together here. We'll do E and F and H and I there. Okay. And on this one, they if we went ahead and so 1/2. If I went ahead and broke this into 2 sections, if I broke it into 2 sections, and come down here, I'm basically going to kind of take my number line and turn it into a strip diagram. So I can see that 1/2. I'll show you this one in. would be equal to, make this a little bit smaller. Smaller yet. Would be equal to 2/4. Because there's 1, 2 out of 4 total. So we can say that 1/2 is equal to 2/4. Next one, 1/3. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to break this into 3 equal parts. Okay, and if I shade in one of them, on this one I'd have to shade in 2 of those. Let's see what this fraction is. I got 1, 2 as my numerator. I got 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1/3 is equal to 2/6. On H over here, 1/2. So I'm breaking it into 2 equal parts. Okay, if I shade in 1/2 of it, 1 out of 2, on the top part, looks like I have to shade in 4 of those. So I can say that 1, 2, 3, 4 is my numerator. And 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4/8 is equal to 1/2. Okay, on I, 2/3. I'm going to break this into 3 equal parts. 1, 2, 3 equal parts. If I shade in 2 of my thirds, I'd have to shade in 4 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4 shaded. And there's 6 total. So 2/3 is equal to 4/6. Let's scoot up here and do these last 2 here. So 1/4, so that means I'm going to break it into 4 equal parts. I'm going to take it and break that in half, break each half in half. That'll give me 4 equal parts. So I'm going to shade in 1/4 of it, highlighter here. On this one, it looks like I have to shade in 4 of those parts. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is my numerator. I messed up on that one. Let me go back and fix that. So it's been 1/4, not 1, 2/4, not 2/4. Redo this here. So 1/4, so that's 2 parts shaded out of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2/8. 1/4 is equal to 2/8. Same thing on this one. J is broken into 4ths. First thing I'm going to do is cut it in half. Then cut each half in half. That'll give me 4 equal parts. And if I'm going to shade in 3/4, it'll look like that. To make it equal, it's like I'm shading in that many right there. See how many that is? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. 6 is my numerator. There's 8 total parts. So we can say 3/4 is equal to 6/8. Okay. Hopefully you recorded all this stuff down on your paper. You can use this to help you, later on some of the activities you do later on this week. But if you can see a lot of these match the things that we did on the first day. 1/4, 2/8, 3/4, 6/8. Let's look at the halves for a minute. Okay. On the halves, okay, you know it's equivalent to half because the numerator is always half the denominator. 2 is half of 4, so that means 2/4 is equal to half. 4 is half of 8, so I know that 4/8 is equal to half. No matter what fraction we make, as long as the numerator is half the denominator. So, whatever number we make here, so we could say 20 as a numerator. So the one that would be equal to half, that would be 20/40 is equal to 1/2. Just because the numerator is half of the denominator. So whenever that happens, we know we're talking about 1/2. Okay, we're going to go ahead and you have a skills, I believe, that's that you're going to be working on. It looks like it's 100% independent. And then after that, you're going to be working on some basic facts. I got to talk to you about some of your basic facts stuff. So go ahead and work on this, do your very best, and we'll talk to you later.